Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Nina, Executive Director of TOVA Community Health. Thank you so much for joining us today on TOVA Health TV, TOVA Tuesday. I want to thank you all for joining us, and we have a fabulous and a special guest today to talk about skincare and the importance of really taking care of your skin health, especially as you age gracefully. Remember to like us on Facebook and Instagram at TOVA Community Health. And if you would be so kind to make a generous donation so we can bring you these really informative episodes, please go to our donate cash app at $TOVA Health or our PayPal link at contact@TOVA Community Health. So today, as I was saying, we have a retired critical care nurse named Arlene Young. She is the CEO of Vocci International, and she also has a very unique skincare line to really help us take care of our skin and make sure that there's ingredients in there that have no fragrances and that are chemical free to really help us really look wonderful and fabulous as we age gracefully. So without further ado, I want to welcome Arlene Young, also known as Auntie Arlene. Welcome to TOVA Tuesday. How are you today?
I'm doing just great, Dr. Nina, just wonderful. And it's a pleasure to be here. And greetings from beautiful Arizona.
Wow, I can't wait to get out there. It's just such a beautiful place. And I would assume that in the summer, it's not so nice to be there with those record heat temperatures, but a beautiful place to come. So I look forward to visiting you soon. I wanted to talk to you because you've had such an impressive career as a nurse, and also transitioning into becoming a serial entrepreneur. But I wanted to ask you because I guess I'm so lucky. I have so many nurses in my family, my mom and you. What made you want to become a nurse?
Well, Dr. Nina, nursing at one time, as well as today, was considered one of the most respectable professions. And I always had a desire to be involved in the medical field in some kind of a way. And I thought nursing would be a good start. So I attended the University of Pittsburgh. I studied hard and obtained my baccalaureate degree in nursing. And from there, I branched out into various other fields, teaching, community involvement, intensive care, which was my personal favorite and niche, and other aspects of management and administration. And it's been very rewarding.
So you have had a successful career as a nurse, as a critical care nurse is your specialty. Mm-hmm. But nurses today, and I can attest to this, we can get burned out. And you were able to transition into a different area of, I would say, health and wellness, where you're helping individuals feel good about themselves and also take care of their skin health. So I wanted to know what Vocci means and why did you want to get involved in skincare?
Well, actually, it was quite an easy transition for me, being in medicine for so long. The spa business was something that always interested me. And living in Arizona, I'm telling you, there's hundreds and hundreds of spas here, and most do quite well and are very lucrative. And I knew I could do that very well. And so I developed my branding as Vocci. It was just very easy for me to do that. And the name Vocci, VOCI, is an Italian word, actually, and it means voice. And so my rendition of Vocci, VOCCI, was in relation to wellness and rejuvenation. So we were kind of using it as with the connotation of let your body speak, because that's what the body does. You see, it has its own language, doesn't it? And it speaks before you even say a word. So that's how we came up with the name Vocci. And it stuck, and I still love it.
That's phenomenal and fantastic. So Tell me, what made you want to become a serial entrepreneur? So, besides developing a skincare line, opening your spa, what gave you that creative innovation to want to launch a career or start a business and taking care of people and helping them feel better about themselves?
Well, I'll tell you, regarding being an entrepreneur or a serial entrepreneur, I think it just happens when opportunities arise. Most people who are business minded, they're usually eager to investigate or become involved. And they usually are involved in more than one endeavor at a time. So thus, gives birth to the serial entrepreneur. And it can be challenging and it can be fun. And rewarding at the same time. And of course, if you're involved in the wellness, health and wellness area, it can be so fulfilling because you're helping other people to feel good about themselves and taking good care of themselves so that they can have a good quality of life.
And I would say too, having, just really tried to do things that improve my self-care. I can tell you that when I got a hydrofacial, it just felt so good and I felt so rejuvenated after I had that.
Absolutely.
It was a great experience. And I just decided I'm going to invest in myself. And I'm going to just take time to do things that I want to do that make me feel good about myself. Working long hours, taking care of patients every day, you need something to just keep you going. And this is just one thing that I like to do, is getting a facial. But I wanted to ask you what is a licensed esthetician? Because I don't think people really know a lot about the field and the profession. And if they're interested in getting into skincare, how did you go about that?
Well, basically, an esthetician is a skincare specialist. We work with dermatologists as well as estheticians, and they can provide valuable services. They're specially trained to focus on health and wellness of the skin, and they can provide luxury pampered treatments like you love of the skin and body. And they can treat various skin conditions and even develop custom skin regimens for clients. So an esthetician is a very important person that could be very useful. I love my esthetician, and I love her services. We work together, and we provide clients with the most optimum and the most luxurious feeling type of service. And then, once a person feels rejuvenated, Dina, you have more to give to others. You're taking care of yourself, and that gives you the benefit of being refreshed and energized and relaxed enough so that you can have more to give to others.
Thank you so much for sharing that. So tell me, what kind of services does a licensed esthetician provide?
Well, as I mentioned there, she can do the pampered skincare treatments again, body treatments, various even laser treatments, everything that has to do with body maintenance. And they're specially trained. You have to be a licensed, you have to be a professionally trained provider. So not only customizing skincare plans for you, but they even in spas, aromatherapy, music therapy. Even I think you play so beautifully your violin, and your music therapy is so important as well. So all those things are combined to give client optimum and relaxing and the best treatment possible.
So say someone has like dry skin or oily skin or combination skin. How does an esthetician provide skincare treatment for their individual clients?
Well, first of all, they'll come in and they will have an evaluation. History is taken, anything that might impact their skin, because generally whatever happens on the inside is manifest on the outside as well. So they do an evaluation, and they're very familiar with products. They're experts in various product lines and what particular products would be the most beneficial to treat even problematic skin as well. So our clients usually have really wonderful results. And once again, as I was saying, that esthetician can be a very valuable person to have on one's staff.
So does an esthetician ever refer clients to a dermatologist, or does a dermatologist refer patients to see an esthetician? It seems like that is a comprehensive approach to skincare, and that you can have the dermatologist treat specific underlying skin conditions, but you need to have it managed. You need maintenance and ongoing treatments. So how do they work together?
Well, that's it, Dr. Nina. Generally, my esthetician will consult with me, and then we can make an evaluation. I can make a nursing evaluation as to what I think needs to be done. We can also then refer to a dermatologist, and oftentimes we work together. It's more of a comprehensive type thing. If there are clients with more problematic skin, then we also work together and do referrals as well. So we expand our scope so that we have the comprehensive care for our clients.
That is good to know. And I also just enjoy the experience of just being able to relax, sit in the chair, get a little massage done as well. I just feel so good when I get a facial as well. I also wanted to talk about that estheticians can also provide laser hair removal services as well. And can you talk about that? Because, bikini time is right now, and, people are, and especially women like me, we're very conscious of that. But it seems to be an area or a trending service that women want and men want to have done. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, laser is a really specialized service that can be provided, and the technician has to be especially trained, certified as well. And the equipment has to be registered, and it also has to be up to par, because it can be very, very helpful, but it has to be monitored as well and used correctly. So a laser has to be done by someone who's specially trained, and we can do all of those things: hair removal, and also skin care, skin resurfacing. There are so many different types of services that can be provided, but and that's all a part of the comprehensive care that you might find in a spa, in addition to other services as well.
Thank you, Auntie, so much for that. I also wanted to talk a little bit about self-care health tips that I came up with, and I wanted to share with our audience today. Can you see the screen?
Let's see.
Can you see my screen?
If you're sharing, I'm not able to see.
Okay, I'm going to share it. Yeah, because I'll bring it up and then talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
I want to make sure that we can share and we can see the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Wait, let's go back again. Okay.
No problem.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So I came up with TOVA skin self-care health tips. And I wanted you to just talk a little bit about them as a skin expert, and if there's any other tips that you could provide with our viewing audience. I think it's really important that our community knows that it's best to avoid products with harsh chemicals and fragrances, because that could also, if you have sensitive skin, that could cause irritation and inflammation to the skin. It's optimal to cleanse and moisturize your skin daily. Me, the holistic health practitioner, you still have to eat a balanced diet and drink plenty of water. Usually it's between 6 to 8 ounces a day. So that's 64 ounces of water. You want to wear sunscreen protectant, and a lot of people think, yes, if you're darker pigmented like myself, we don't need to wear sunscreen. but it is important to wear sunscreen to protect your skin and an SPF greater than 30. It's always good to consult with the licensed esthetician for a skin self-care health visit. Just pamper and treat yourself every once in a while. It may be necessary sometimes to be referred to a dermatologist, and also, most importantly, to get your yearly wellness exam with your primary care provider. So talk about that. Can you talk about that?
Basically, Dr. Nina, I love how you provide important little tidbits of information for your clients. And basically, you hit the nail on the head. You pretty much covered all of it. The importance of avoiding products that are harsh, the chemicals, the fragrances, and so forth that can cause extra irritation, because you certainly wouldn't want that. And our VClinica products are fragrance-free, and there are no unwholesome ingredients in them that could cause harm or damage to the skin or the body. That cleansing and moisturizing every day is so important because of dryness, and the skin needs to be maintained in such a way. Eating that balanced diet is so important. What you put into your body makes you. You are what you eat, and that is so true. Yeah, absolutely. And drinking lots of water, keeping hydrated is so important, not only for the skin, but for the entire body circulation and for the function of the internal organs, and just the whole body, and the whole physical part of our life. Also, wearing the sunscreen is so important. And as you mentioned, those who have more melanin in the skin, it's still necessary for us to wear sunscreen to protect from skin damage. From sun damage and environmental damage as well. And then that consulting of a professional, either dermatologist or the esthetician, so that they can provide those customized skincare plans, do the evaluation, and provide comprehensive care. So all of those were excellent, and I appreciate you doing that. And hopefully your viewers will take those into consideration and incorporate those into their healthcare regime.
Thank you so much. So I also wanted to talk about the VClinica new skincare line that you came up and developed. I think that's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that it's going to be coming soon to Amazon, where our viewing audience can buy some of your products. So talk about VClinica.
Okay, well, VClinica, it's important that I developed a product that was safe, non-toxic, and effective. And if you think about it, the skin is like the first layer of the body, right, that you see. And often what goes on inside the body, as we mentioned, is manifest on the outside. So the skin, which is also an organ, and that's the protective layer. So really the whole body needs to be taken care of throughout our entire lifetime. So especially as the years go by, the body and the skin go through degenerative changes and environmental damage and so forth, from exposure to the sun, the wind, and so forth. So VClinica New Skin gives consumers a really good product that can effectively counteract those degenerative changes and the damage. So we have our best sellers. We have our full spectrum, high potency formula for skin revitalization. We have one with moisturizer, and we've boosted them with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, E, ferulic acid, and also those age-defying peptides. And it actually does promote healthier, fresher, and younger-looking skin. And then we have our night repair serum, which is full spectrum, high potency as well. It's for promotes cell regeneration. And so they both provide so many nourishing and replenishing ingredients that tighten, they brighten, they tone and smooth, and all of it. And you would love the results. And so I do encourage your viewers to check out VClinica.com. And then once again, they will be available on Amazon soon.
So I was just looking at some of the products that are in VClinica, like vitamin C and E. And vitamin C is an antioxidant, which I use a lot when I have colds. I tell my patients to take it when they're not feeling well, helps to boost their immune system. I never thought about this vitamin C being utilized and infused into the skin. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Vitamin C and E, those are strong, powerful antioxidants. And that's what the skin needs because it's the protective layer. So the protective layer needs those types of ingredients so that it can provide the right kind of protective barrier and keeping that protective barrier healthy. And, it's very interesting. I've always had very sensitive skin, and I've had to prioritize making my choices in products. And so it's always been a challenge and priority, like for many women. And so a colleague of mine, who interestingly is a chemist, he actually developed skincare lines for multi-million-dollar companies. And so we sat down and we discussed my interests in developing an elite skincare line. And it was important that it be safe, non-toxic, which speaks to your holistic approach as well, and effective. And it could be used on all types of skin and even for people with chronic illnesses. So we developed VClinica, and it really is an amazing skincare line, a natural skincare line. No ingredients are identified as toxic or harmful. So I strongly recommend VClinica. I love it. My clients love it. Our customers love it, and your viewers will love it as well.
Thank you so much. And I want to remind our audience to make sure that you go to VClinica.com, as well as to learn more about Vocci International. Go to their website at www.voccispa.com. So lastly, I wanted to talk about, you've been doing so much and you've had such a phenomenal career as a nurse and as an entrepreneur. But then you made time to write a book called Finding Fulfillment. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. That was such a fulfilling project. The title of my book is Finding Fulfillment, Secrets of the Most Satisfied People and the Key to Achieving Lasting Success. So, of course, I've been involved in wellness and rejuvenation for some time. For the longest. And I really wanted to do something more, though, for women and people in general. So again, speaking to the holistic approach, I think it's important to consider the whole person, their mind, body, spirit, and the emotions, and gaining a proper balance in life. I was reading an article, and I think it was one of the statistics magazines, and the comment was the average person works about 11 different jobs between the ages of 18 and 48. And the amount of time that they spend at work is increasing exponentially, okay? So with that, they still don't feel any fulfillment. There's just no fulfillment. And even people who are more affluent, they achieve a certain amount of success, but many admit that there's still a void, an unfulfilled void. And subsequently, many people plunge into depression and even wind up taking their own lives, which is an extreme, but it happens. So, of course, there are a lot of different factors involved as well. But life can be so stressful itself and challenging. So, I think finding fulfillment really spoke to me. Finding true fulfillment, it can give us so much relief and contentment, give us inner peace and positivity. It can all affect our health in a positive way. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. And then we can truly feel successful in whatever we do.
Wow. Thank you so much. And where can we go to purchase Finding Fulfillment, or is it still in publishing right now?
It's just about finished and ready for download. It will be audiobook first, and then it will be available then, and then afterward it will be a physical book available, but it will be able to be downloaded very soon, and it will more than likely be on Amazon as well. So looking forward to you enjoying that book and finding fulfillment, and let it assist you to find fulfillment, and hopefully it will improve your life and your happiness and peace.
Thank you so much. And again, I want to congratulate you and celebrate your 70th birthday you just had. And I hope that our viewing audience learned so much today and feels so empowered and just inspired by the work that you've done, and especially just improving the quality of lives and the well-being of our community is just to be just exemplified so much. And to say you're my aunt, that also helps as well. So is there anything lastly you want to say on Arlene before we close out?
I just want to say it's been a pleasure being here with you, Dr. Nina. I appreciate you having me. You're adorable, and you're such a wonderful asset to your community. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. And again, I'm going to put the screen up. If you could just tell the viewing audience where they can get information about Vocci Spa as well as VClinica.
Yes, with regard to Vocci Spa, you can find information at www.voccispa.com. VClinica has its own website. It is VClinica.com. You can go there and get product information, and you can also order directly from VClinica.com. I hope you enjoy it. And once again, it was lovely being here. And I wish you all the best of life and health and peace.
Thank you so much. Again, I want to thank Arlene Young, critical care nurse, happily retired serial entrepreneur, for coming on TOVA Health TV today, TOVA Tuesday. I want to remind our viewing audience as well that please be sure to like us on Facebook and Instagram at TOVA Community Health. If you like this episode and any of our episodes, please make sure that you donate to our Cash App $TOVA Health, or a PayPal link at contacttovacommunityhealth.org. Once again, I want to thank you for coming on TOVA Tuesday, and I wish you lots of prosperous and health and wellness, and to continue to make our community feel whole and well. Good night.